Steve Burton, Director of Stranding and Population Assessment at Harbor Branch. Hello, Steve.
Hey, good morning, Bob. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Good to have you back on the air again.
Yeah, thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
So Ed Killer, right before you, he was talking about those right whales, and that is something that if you're lucky, you'll get to see them as they come a little bit closer to shore. But apparently the bunch is pretty healthy.
Yeah, well, they're a very endangered species. There's only about 350 of them left. So, and they come down to Florida, as Ed probably mentioned, to calve. And there's since this morning, I don't have any other updates. There's 8 calves that were born this season. So that's good news. And right now, most of the aerial surveys have spotted the right whales north of Cape Canaveral. So maybe more into the season, January, they'll come around Cape Canaveral, and if they do, keep your eyes out on the water from the beach. You may be fortunate to see a North Atlantic right whale.
Yeah, that's a bit unusual, and thank goodness they're having calves, because with that few around, it doesn't take long before it becomes even fewer. Look at the manatees.
Yeah, exactly. And when as the mariners out there, it is right whale season, so please keep an eye on the water while you're boating. And if you do see a North Atlantic right whale or a whale out there, the easiest way to notify the authorities is just to go on VHF 16 and contact the Coast Guard. That way they can put out a mariner alert and have people be eyes open, stay 500 yards away from the mother and calf, and slow down. And that's the best way we can look after them while they visit Florida from December through early March.
Well, they're just like the tourists, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Except they don't clog up all the highways and roads and stuff, so it's good.
Right, exactly.
We like those tourists.
Our weather. Yeah.
So what you got going on over there now?
Well, Harbor Branch is still celebrating their 50th anniversary. So for your local listeners in the community, you can Google HBOI 50th anniversary and find out all about the events that are happening and celebrations. As I've mentioned before, if anybody wants a researcher from Harbor Branch to talk to their community, again, just Google FAU Harbor Branch Speakers Bureau, and you can sign up to have one of my team members talk to you, or if you'd like to learn about sharks or corals or anything else that's being studied here at Harbor Branch, somebody can come out to your community and talk. And then, busy year for us always. As you're aware, we do photo ID of the river from Sebastian with our permit down to Jupiter Inlet. That usually takes us 4 runs per month to photo ID our transects of the dolphins. And then we're offshore, the same locations, and we have a permit to get those dolphins photos and hopefully some whales this winter season. And then for the year, it's not quite over, but our basic numbers are this year. We had 5 dolphin strandings that we responded to in our home area. We had 39 dolphin incident reports, and that's when the public calls us about they see something and they're not sure. And we love that when the public calls, because we'd rather have somebody call so we can check up on what they're seeing. We had 3 dolphin rescues, 4 whale strandings this year, 12 whale incident reports. We assisted in 1 whale rescue or attempt. We had 9 necropsies, and that's from some of the strandings that we dealt with. We helped FWC with 25 manatee reports, and as you mentioned with manatees, the unusual mortality event, we stand by to assist our stranding partners with FWC to assist them with manatees, and as this weather gets colder, I'm sure they'll be giving our team a call more and more this season to help them out. And believe it or not, even though we focus on dolphins and whales and we help FWC with manatees, we occasionally come across sea turtles that need help while we're out on the water. So we actually helped with 4 sea turtles. And then we also participated this year, even with the pandemic going on, in 32 education outreach events. Most of that was Zoom, so that was pretty cool to get out to the public and communicate about dolphins and whales and what our program does. So that was really neat. So busy year. So if you add all that up, I think it ends up being just over 140 events for the year. The year's not over, so usually we have something going on about every 3 days.
Jeez. Hey, that's called job security, I guess, huh?
Yeah, and as I've mentioned before, we get a lot of calls during the holidays and the weekends because more people are out and about. And the really neat thing is that, going on your show and communicating to the community and just education outreach, people now know more in the local area who to call, 888-404-3922. I think I got that right. I'll just repeat it again. 888-404-3922 is the FWC hotline. And so if you see a marine mammal like a dolphin, a whale, or a manatee that you think may need help, you just call that number and the dispatcher will find the rescue group in Florida and get somebody out there to take a look. So I think that's what keeps that job security, but more importantly, it looks after the animals, and it's really neat how the community cares about the animals in the Indian River Lagoon and the ocean as well.
So you get any results from those necropsies as far as, is there something common amongst them, or are they unique in their own? Or?
Yeah, it takes a lot of time. The samples are sent out to various scientists to look at. Some of it can come back just as normal old age. Sometimes there's issues going on, mainly starvation and stuff like that on that. But we do get reports back from that.
Well, it sounds like you've had quite a year, and looks like you can look forward to quite a 2022 as well. So.
Yeah, we're here standing by as always, and like I said, we thank the public. And if you have one of those Protect Wild Dolphin license plates or Protect Florida Whale plates, as I've mentioned before, my team gets grants from the Harbor Branch Oceanographic Institute Foundation to do this work. So thank you very much.
All right, well, Steve, thank you for being on the show and sharing that information, and look forward to talking to you again throughout next year.
Thank you very much, and I wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays, all right?
Same to you. Give us that website one more time.
For the Harbor Branch 50th anniversary?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could just Google HBOI 50th anniversary events, and it'll come right up on your server. And then also you can Google HBOI Speakers Bureau. And that's how you can sign up for your community to have somebody from Harbor Branch come and talk to your community about what research they participate in and how you can help.
All right. Steve, again, thanks for being on the show. Merry Christmas, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you very much, Bob. Take care.
Steve Burton, Director of Stranding and Population Assessment at Harbor Branch.